How's it going, everyone? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Not my channel. I was about to say my channel. Today we have the preseason interview with the coach of the Montebello Morpekos, Mr. Toast. First and foremost, sir, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Not bad. Now, before we get into the actual, meat and potatoes of the interview, as I always say, to any people who may have found you either through the Elite Battle League or through coaches in the Elite Battle League, why don't you go ahead and give a little intro, to your channel, your content, all that good stuff.
So I'm Mr. Toast. Stream mostly. I haven't done any videos yet, but stream a lot of Mario as of recently, Pokemon, Call of Duty, pretty much any game that I feel like streaming. I'm not exclusive, so yeah, that's me. Nothing too exciting.
Sounds pretty exciting to me. Now, before we get into this, I actually forgot to mention this right at the beginning. The Elite Battle League does start on February 25th. As of recording this video, we're like a month and some change off right now, so I'm not sure when this is coming out. It's gonna be up to Carlos here, but February 25th is when the Elite Battle League Season 5 starts, so keep an eye out for that. So that leads into the first question of the interview here. What is going through your head as we continue to get closer and closer to the start of this season?
Excited, a little nervous. I've never battled before at all. I'm still learning the ins and outs of Pokemon in general, especially types and weaknesses and stuff, so a little nervous but excited. We shall see how it goes.
So as it's been mentioned before, especially now that Matt dropped out, half of the league is all newcomers of the total 16 competitors, and you are one of them. I mean, you just said you don't really have any battle experience, so that kind of leads into that. But so my first question for you as a newcomer in the league, what made you want to join the EBL?
Well, I've been watching it since season 1, so I enjoy watching it a lot, and everyone in the EBL is super fun. I love talking to everybody, so well, let me shoot my shot and see what happens.
Shoot my shot.
Yeah, shoot my shot. Say what's up. See how we go.
Slide into the DMs.
Yeah.
DMs.
Yes.
So did finalizing your team's name, because I personally was there when you were trying to come up with your team's name, and I know it took you a second, but did finalizing your team name and your logo make you more excited to participate this season?
Yeah, I was born in Montebello, so, and then my favorite Pokemon as of recently is Morpeko, so, or Morpeko, whoever decides to pronounce it. But and then you, of course, did the logo, and it just made everything like legit, so made it really exciting. Yeah, I was like, oh shit, yeah, this is happening.
Yeah. So how are you feeling? I mean, again, this is your first season, and it's your first real, dance with competitive Pokemon here.
Yes.
So how you feeling heading into your first season as a coach in EBL?
Excited. I know it's gonna take a lot of practice and a lot of prepping, but I am excited. I do love Pokemon since forever, so being able to get more knowledge on battling, getting to talk and play with other team and coaches, that'll make it pretty fun, so I'm excited.
I will tell you this from experience, and I know other coaches who have been here will also test this. One of the biggest things to come out of the EBL are the connections with other people that you build and the relationships you build. So hopefully you get to talk to some more people in the EBL, and maybe you'll build some more relationships that aren't just me or Derek.
Yeah.
Or Berto.
I talked to London too, so
yeah, London as well. So you mentioned, obviously, I also know about this, but you have some training coming up. So you haven't quite gotten into the sort of preparation side, but How would you? My original question is, how are your preparations going so far? But I know you haven't started, so let me rephrase a little bit in a way that can make sense here for you. But like when you're about to get into training, you're about to get into practice, how are you feeling about getting into preparations for the season?
Pretty good. As you know, I've been practicing in Violet on training and training Pokemon and stuff, so getting a better understanding on how to EV and IV train, and so it's just a matter of actually sitting down and prepping everything and then trying everything, and finding the time. So I'm on vacation this coming week, so I should have plenty of time to get everything ready.
Yeah. Now focusing in on your team here, looking at the team you drafted, you got the Yin and Yang, Reshiram and Zekrom, Rillaboom, Grimmsnarl, Galarian Weezing, Blastoise, Crobat, Crocodile, and Kofagrigus. So looking at your team there, how do you think your draft went?
I actually got every single pick I wanted. Nothing was sniped, so that was good. I think it went well. I was going more for a diverse team without having too many weaknesses, and just try to have it more balanced overall.
Right. Was there, so obviously you didn't get sniped, but was there any sort of considerations of other Pokemon during the draft?
Yeah, there was a few. Just in case there's something I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't have my list in front of me, but I know I had backups for majority of them. I didn't really have backups for like the legendaries. I mean, we did, but I was gonna do those first anyways, so everything else kind of had a backup just in case. But I don't. If you ask me what they are, I don't remember.
I have the list. I just don't feel like pulling it up. How are you feeling about the team that you were able to put together?
Pretty good. I need to understand them more. Did a lot of research into deciding who to pick. Looking through the list of available Pokemon a lot. Looking at what people drafted before. To kind of decide where and when I'm gonna pick certain Pokemon. So
are there any, I mean, you said you still need to get to know your Pokemon more, but this is sort of just like a face value kind of question here right now. Are there any Pokemon on your team that you feel might get an MVP throughout the season? A Pokemon that you think is just really gonna perform well on your team. You don't have to go into detail or anything like that, but just just a Pokemon that coaches might need to keep an eye out for.
I would probably say either maybe Zekrom or Reshiram, one of the two. Yeah, just keep it easy.
When in doubt, pick the legendaries.
When in doubt. I mean, Rillaboom is dangerous. Grimmsnarl too, so.
Good answers. Do you feel that there are maybe some underrated Pokemon in your team? Maybe some Pokemon that other people looked over in the past that you feel could be pretty good?
Correct me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but Kofagrigus? Probably. Yeah, probably Kofagrigus more than I think. Or Crocodile. Crocodile is a very good Pokemon. He's definitely was my MVP in a couple playthroughs, so probably one of them.
So this answer might change by the time the season rolls around. Hopefully, it will change by the time the season rolls around. But How confident are you in your ability to fully utilize your team to its max potential?
With a lot of practice, pretty confident. Just need a lot of practice. It's just learning, like anything in life, right? Practice, you get it.
Practice with this league. It'll make you so much better. Do you think so this is shifting the focus kind of away from your team and more towards the league here. Do you think your team would be able to stack up against a lot of the other teams in the rest of the league?
I'm hoping. There's a lot of teams that drafted very good teams. I'm just looking through it right now. So I'm hoping. I really am. Gonna be I'm going through all the teams too. Everyone's teams are pretty solid. So
definitely gonna be one of the toughest years I think we've seen thus far. I will tell you that. There's
interesting picks, but solid picks for sure.
Moving back, or shifting the focus completely to the league here. You're in the Sinnoh division alongside the Detroit Luxuries and Game Reviews, the DC Starmies, and it's really Team B, and then the Greater Manchester Greninjas and the Raging Lake. Excuse me. What were your thoughts when you saw who you were paired with in your division?
I only know two of them. So, it was, I don't know. Honestly, I never put much thought into it fully, to be honest. I was just excited to see who I was gonna face, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, I only know two of them. Raging Lakes, I haven't seen or heard of too much, but I'm sure we'll get to know each other throughout the season.
So speaking on your matchups within the league, obviously you're gonna have to face all three of those guys since they're in your division. But on top of that, you also take on the Texas Tyrannotars and the Doorman, and then the Carolina Garchomps and Nudie, and then, like I mentioned previously, all of the other three guys in your division. Did seeing your schedule make you more excited for the season to start?
Yeah, it did. I was excited to face Timmy as well as Max. Detroit and the other teams. Watched them all battle before, so a little exciting to see. Learn gives me more clarity on what to study and what to pay attention to. So
I mean, I know you mentioned you don't really know too much about like Raging Lake, and I don't think you know too much about like either the Doorman or Nudie, but in terms of difficulty, how would you rate your schedule out of 10?
For me, considering I've never battled before, probably like a good like 6 or 7.
Yeah,
it's like comfortable 6, potential 7.
So you're feeling somewhat confident that you can walk away with some wins here.
My goal is to at least walk away with 1. If I can walk away with 1 win and not get swept, then I will be happy. If I can at least hold my own. That's the goal.
Yeah. Is there anyone not on your schedule that you would like to face, maybe in the future season or in the playoffs?
Humberto. I would love to battle him. I know I will get walked all over, but it would be definitely a fun experience. Or even you. I mean, we've practiced battle before, and it never ended well, but it was fun. So
shooting for the moon, I love it. The two of us actually can meet in the regular playoffs. You can only meet Humberto if you make it to the championship.
Yeah. Or
That's interesting.
I could just ask him if we want to battle. Just
Or you can
off-
ask
off
him
screen.
to battle. That'd be a good stream. The battles that could have been.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey, write that down. Just-
Yeah. Looking at the league though here, which teams do you feel are looking the most dangerous, not including your own?
While I'm looking at this, you want to run that question by me one more time?
Which teams are looking the most dangerous, not including your own?
I mean, Humberto's is pretty scary. Just looking at it, I know we were talking about it a little bit earlier, but him and that Whimsicott every time.
It's good luck charm.
Yeah, and then I mean, just Mewtwo and Lugia compared together is insane. I mean, per Marina, based off watching like a lot of the other battles in the previous seasons with even just those 4 Pokemon that I talked about, it's just crazy. So I think his is definitely a top contender for sure.
Has to be.
Per usual. I mean, he's what, 3-time reigning champ, so
Yeah.
he didn't get it for no reason.
That is absolutely true. Now on the flip side, do you think there are any teams you feel that might be underestimated but perform beyond the expectations that are put on them?
Some of these Pokemon, honestly, I don't even know. Not good with names. Let's see. Raging Lake's team is pretty solid, actually. Now that I'm looking at it. Okay. You know, there is. I mean, Corviknight, Lucario, Raichu. So, probably Raging Lake.
That's
Interesting.
good answer. I like that. Oh, I like that.
I was
answer.
looking, I was like, Dragapult. I mean, Jesus.
Now focusing it back on you as a coach with your team here. Realistically speaking, how do you think you will perform this season?
I mean, like we were talking about earlier, hopefully at least with 1 win and hold myself to at least not get swept. So the goal is to not get swept. At least put up some sort of fight and make it a little interesting. So I think I'll do okay. I wouldn't
So
say
that
great, but okay. I just should do better.
yeah. So that does kind of lead into our next question. You already kind of answered it. Are there any specific goals you might have for this season, whether it's short term or long term?
Yeah, just don't get washed out. No.
Stay competitive.
Stay competitive. At least bring 1 win back. That's my goal. Shoot for 1. And we'll see how we do from there.
For the moon. And now the final question to top off the interview portion of this video. Why are you going to be champion of the Elite Battle League at the end of the season?
Why would I be champion? I don't know. That's we haven't gotten there yet. I mean, the only way I think it'll happen, and this is putting everything likely, is if I hopefully, it comes to Humberto, and if I make it that far, then actually take him off his throne, but we shall see. And who knows, maybe he won't make it, but that's a fun question there, Josh.
Now with the interview out of the way, I'm gonna throw it over to you, to your space, to go ahead and plug anything you got going on, socials, projects, whatever it may be. You can take it away here.
So I'm gonna be wrapping up my stream. Well, probably be wrapping up my Odyssey streams. I will be doing 100th sub celebration sleepwalk in the week of, because I don't know when you're gonna upload this. Sometime the week of the 15th. In between that week, we will be doing a sleepwalk of. We will take a journey to Alola for the first time. I've never done it. It'll be a shiny lock as well, so it shall be fun. And other than that, I potentially will be starting I would like to start a series on something, so it's in the works. Just gotta think about it, and there. So that's pretty much it. Very excited to hit 100.
Yes, congratulate this man.
Thank you. That's it. Any other game on my stream? Maybe I have Super Mario 3D World. I enjoy the Super Mario games, so or we might do some shiny hunting. I don't know. Trying to make streams a little more consistent, not scheduled, because I have a very very busy life, but consistent. So yeah.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is our preseason interview with the coach of the Montebello Morpeko, Mr. Toast. Be sure to show some love his way, alongside all the other coaches in the Elite Battle League, whose link should be in the description. I think I'm gonna be the one uploading this, so I'll put them down there. But yeah, here's a final question here for you. Are there any final words you have for the fans of the Montebello Morpeko out there?
Let's bring home some bread somewhere. throw it in the toaster.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But you, good sir, I wish you good luck with this season, and we'll be seeing all of you watching real soon for the start of season 5 on February 25th.
Yep.
Save the date, Saturday, February 25th. Elite Battle League comes back for season 5. So yeah, we'll see you guys real soon. Take care.